Some women have the power to elevate your life, pushing you to become the best version of yourself. But others, they will drain your energy, cloud your focus, and slowly pull you away from your goals. The problem is most men don't see it happening until it's too late. They ignore the warning signs, hoping things will change, only to wake up one day feeling trapped, drained, and lost. When you choose the wrong woman, the consequences go beyond just a broken heart. You lose more than just time. You lose your sense of purpose, your confidence, and sometimes even your identity. A man who once had direction suddenly finds himself caught in endless arguments, emotional manipulation, and distractions that keep him from his ambitions. It's not just about heartbreak. It's about losing the fire that drives you forward. But a strong man, he doesn't fall into that trap. He recognizes the signs early. He sees the patterns and doesn't let emotions blind him. He knows when to walk away before he's too deep, before he's stuck in something that will only bring him down. And that's exactly what we're breaking down today. The 8 types of women every man should avoid. Because knowing these red flags could save you from years of stress, wasted energy, and regret. Let's get into it. From the very beginning, she seems like a whirlwind of energy, passionate, unpredictable, and always full of life. Being around her feels exciting because she brings intensity to every moment. But what seems like passion at first slowly turns into chaos. You start to notice that peace makes her restless. She doesn't just experience emotions, she amplifies them. A small disagreement turns into a full-blown argument. A minor inconvenience becomes a catastrophe. If things are going too smoothly, she finds a way to stir up drama, creating problems where none exist. At first you think it's just a rough patch, but then you realize this is who she is. She thrives on conflict, feeding off emotional highs and lows like an addiction. And if there isn't any drama happening naturally, she'll create it herself. She'll pick unnecessary fights, twist words, and turn simple situations into emotional battlegrounds. Slowly you find yourself caught in an endless cycle of stress and arguments, constantly trying to calm the storm. But the truth is, there is no calming it. Because to her, stability is boring, and peace feels empty. Being with a woman like this drains a man. Instead of focusing on his goals, his mind is occupied with the latest argument. Instead of feeling motivated, he's emotionally exhausted. Over time, he loses his sense of direction, caught up in her chaos, instead of building his own life. The signs are always there if you pay attention. She's always in conflict, whether it's with friends, family, or exes. She's addicted to gossip, constantly drawn to drama online and in real life. She overreacts to minor problems, making everything feel like a crisis. A strong man sees this pattern early and steps away, because no matter how attractive she is, a woman who thrives on chaos will only bring destruction. At first, she seems like someone who just needs a little love and understanding. She tells you about how life has been unfair to her, how people have always mistreated her, how her exes were all terrible, how nothing ever seems to go right. She plays the role of the misunderstood woman perfectly, and you, being a good man, feel the urge to help. You think, maybe she just needs someone to show her real love. Maybe I can be the one to change things for her. But what you don't realize is, she doesn't want change. She wants sympathy, not solutions. No matter what advice you give or what support you offer, nothing ever improves. She's always the victim, always struggling, always needing you to step in and make things better. But the moment you stop prioritizing her problems, she makes you feel guilty. If you focus on your own goals, she accuses you of not caring. If you set boundaries, she says you're abandoning her. Slowly, she makes you feel like it's your responsibility to fix her life, even though she refuses to take any steps to fix it herself. The signs are always there if you look closely. Every past relationship she's had was a disaster, but somehow she was never at fault. She complains endlessly but never takes action to improve her situation. And worst of all, she uses guilt as a weapon, making you feel bad for taking care of yourself, for setting limits, for not constantly prioritizing her struggles. A strong man sees through this manipulation. He understands that helping someone is only worth it if they are willing to help themselves. He refuses to carry someone else's baggage if they refuse to let it go, because at the end of the day, a man can't build his own life if he's too busy trying to fix someone else's never-ending problems. At first, she seems like the perfect mix of fun, confidence, and charm. She's social, always the center of attention, and knows how to make every moment exciting. But as time goes on, something starts to feel off. No matter how much love, admiration, or attention you give her, it's never enough. She thrives on validation, not just from you, but from every man around her. She's not looking for a deep connection. She's looking for constant reassurance that she's desirable. You start noticing patterns. She's addicted to social media, always posting pictures that seem designed to get likes and comments from other men. She's constantly checking her phone, responding to flirty messages, and engaging with people who clearly see her as more than just a friend. Even when she's with you, she keeps the door open for other options. She flirts, sometimes subtly, sometimes blatantly, even right in front of you. And when you question it, she brushes it off, claiming she's just being friendly. But deep down, you know the truth. She enjoys the attention, the power, the feeling of being desired by many. No matter how much you try to reassure her, it's never enough. She constantly seeks compliments, fishing for validation in every conversation. Do you still think I'm beautiful? Do you still like me? And if she doesn't get what she wants from you, she'll find it elsewhere. A strong man sees through this behavior. He values loyalty and respect. He doesn't waste his time trying to fill a bottomless void of validation, because in the end, a woman who needs attention from every man will never truly belong to one. At first, it feels like she just cares deeply about you. She wants to know how your day was, checks in often, and makes you feel like a priority. It seems like love, like she's truly invested in you. But slowly, her concern starts turning into control. She doesn't just ask where you are. She demands to know. She doesn't just want to spend time with you. She expects you to be available at all times. And before you even realize it, your life is no longer your own. It starts with small things. She questions why you're texting certain people, why you're spending time with your friends, why you need space to focus on your goals. Then, she begins making you feel guilty for doing anything without her. If you try to set boundaries, she turns it into an emotional trap. If you really loved me, you wouldn't do this. Why do you need time away from me? Am I not enough? It's not about compromise. It's about control. Soon she starts isolating you from the people who matter. She convinces you that your friends don't care about you the way she does, that your hobbies are a distraction, that your ambitions should come second to her needs. And the more you give in, the more you lose yourself. A strong man sees this manipulation for what it is. He doesn't mistake control for love. He sets boundaries, stands his ground, and refuses to let anyone dictate his life. Because a real relationship is built on trust, not control. At first, she seems like the perfect blend of elegance and charm. She presents herself well, always dressed impeccably, carrying an air of sophistication. She appreciates the finer things in life, nice restaurants, luxury brands, and extravagant experiences. At first, you enjoy spoiling her, thinking it's just a way to make her happy. But soon, you notice something unsettling. She isn't interested in you as a person, only in what you can provide. Every outing must be an expensive one. Every gesture must come with a price tag. If you ever try to do something simple, something meaningful, she seems unimpressed. She equates love with money, effort with gifts, and attention with financial investment. The moment you stop funding her lifestyle, her interest starts to fade. You realize that she isn't with you because of who you are, but because of what you can give. And if someone else offers more, she won't hesitate to leave. A strong man understands that love isn't something you buy. It's something you build. He knows that a woman who values material things over character will never be truly satisfied. No matter how much you give, it will never be enough. That's why he looks for a partner who appreciates him for who he is, not for what's in his wallet. Because real love is based on connection, not transactions. At first, she feels like a breath of fresh air, spontaneous, fun, and always living in the moment. She doesn't pressure you, doesn't ask for labels, and makes it seem like you're just enjoying life together. It feels exciting, effortless, and free. But as time passes, you start to notice a pattern. Whenever the conversation drifts toward the future, she changes the subject or laughs it off. Whenever things get serious, she pulls away. You bring up commitment, and suddenly she's busy, distant, or uninterested. She enjoys your company, but only on her terms. She keeps things just close enough to keep you interested, but distant enough to avoid any real emotional responsibility. You might think she just needs time, that eventually she'll see your value and commit. But the truth is, she's not looking for something real. She's looking for something easy. The moment things require effort or emotional depth, she starts looking elsewhere. She thrives on attention, but she fears attachment. A strong man recognizes when someone is just wasting his time. He knows that if a woman truly values him, she won't hesitate to build something real. He doesn't chase someone who constantly keeps one foot out the door. Instead, he invests in a woman who is just as serious about him as he is about her, because anything less is just delaying the inevitable heartbreak. She enters your life like a force of nature, confident, captivating, and completely sure of herself. Her presence is magnetic, and you find yourself drawn to her charm and self-assurance. At first, it feels like you've met someone who knows her worth and refuses to settle. But soon, you realize that in her world, there's only one person who matters, herself. Every conversation revolves around her. Every situation is about her needs, and your feelings barely register unless they serve her in some way. If something goes wrong, it's never her fault. She'll twist the story, shift the blame, and make you question your own reality. If she hurts you, she'll tell you that you're too sensitive. If she cheats, she'll say you pushed her into it. She expects constant admiration, and if she doesn't get it, she'll seek it elsewhere. No matter how much you give, it's never enough because she's not looking for love. She's looking for a mirror that reflects her own greatness. A strong man doesn't fall into the trap of trying to earn the love of someone who is incapable of giving it. He knows his worth and refuses to be manipulated. He sees through the illusion and walks away before he loses himself in someone else's selfish world. Real confidence doesn't come from draining others. It comes from mutual respect, and a narcissist will never understand that. She seems perfect. She laughs at all your jokes, shares your interests, and agrees with your views. It feels like you found your ideal match, someone who understands you completely. But over time, something feels off. The woman who once seemed so aligned with you starts shifting. The things she once claimed to love suddenly don't matter anymore. Her values change depending on who she's around, and you start to realize that the person you fell for might not even exist. She's not with you because she genuinely connects with you. She's with you because she knows how to mold herself into whatever you want. But the act can't last forever. Once she feels secure, her real personality begins to surface. She starts showing resentment, frustration, and even boredom. The woman who once mirrored your every move now seems distant or even irritated. It's because she never truly shared your interests or values. She just played a role to keep you hooked. A strong man doesn't fall for illusions. He knows the difference between someone who genuinely aligns with him and someone who's just adapting to fit in. He values authenticity and doesn't waste time on a woman who changes her personality like a costume. Real connection comes from two people being their true selves, not from one person pretending to be something they are not. Throughout this, we've uncovered 8 types of women who can drain your energy, disrupt your focus, and lead you away from your true purpose. From the drama addict who thrives on chaos to the narcissist who only cares about herself, these are the women who will leave you feeling exhausted, lost, and disconnected from your own goals. Attraction isn't just about looks, it's psychological. A weak man ignores the red flags, hoping things will change. But a strong man sees the warning signs early and walks away before it's too late. The truth is, the wrong woman can destroy you, but the right one will bring you peace, purpose, and growth. A strong man doesn't let emotions cloud his judgment. He chooses wisely, protects his energy, and refuses to be manipulated. If you want to master yourself and build a life of discipline, clarity, and control, these lessons are crucial. The path of strength isn't about avoiding relationships. It's about choosing the right ones. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to Master Stoic Secrets for more insights on self-mastery, relationships, and becoming the best version of yourself. Stay sharp, stay disciplined, and stay in control.